Hello, Cherie Hansen. I want to read to you from my blog on November 28th. It's part 2 of Going Under the Story. What I am currently learning is that the sense of emptiness that is under my story cannot be disappeared through work, accomplishment, addictive entertainment binges, although I really do try on that one, or by achieving some illusory validation badge from society. For years I have been meditating, keeping the house spotless, using self-discipline to attend to the small, bothersome things first. The result has been a lack of passion, a suppression of my spirit. The result has been a deep moat of isolation around my being. No matter how hard I worked, I could not drop the underlying sense of fear of making a mistake that would upon occasion arise like some horror movie violin screeching warning in the background. I had to keep myself under control. After 8 years, I am no closer to being in a loving relationship with a man. Art sits in my studio unseen, unmarketed, and unsold. My books sit in a cupboard, unheralded. The sense of loneliness becomes more and more pervasive in my life. I have grown in so many ways. I no longer awaken screaming from my consistent nightmares. I have lost 4 sizes and made my body more healthy. I have totally reconstructed the sense of power in my physical being through lifting weights and connecting deeply. I have paid down a massive debt from what I call my reverse dowry in my divorce. The friends I do allow close to me are supportive, can be counted upon in illness, and show me a model of compassionate growth. They are willing to accept all of me, all of my story. Nevertheless, what lies underneath is the upside down world. And the flashlight I am using to go into that dark place is the word naturally. Who I am flows out naturally as a consequence from what has happened to me as a child. Once in a shamanic retreat, I saw myself as a child under the age of 3, laying in my bed with freshly broken bones and bruises. The room was dark, and I wanted to cry. I was overtaken by the consuming pain of knowing that I could not cry out. He would come into my room. He would hold a pillow over my head until I passed out. He would come in. And this time, he could kill me. And since this memory came back to me as a woman in my 60s, I could allow myself to weep now. I sat in a group of supportive people and once again came to the thought, I didn't do anything wrong. I am so scared. I am so scared. All of my energies as a child shifted as soon as my father arrived through the door. I was on hyper alert, and the assignment was to stay alive. Which of his 6 shifting personalities has arrived now? Would he be the small boy who rocked and cried? Would he be the violent abuser? Everyone has seen movies like the story of Eve, but I have lived it. My entire life, the survival tactic has been to say, it was not that bad. My self-encouraging warrior voice told me to just get on with it. It was like being in a war zone and the buildings were collapsing, so you look for a path through the rubble. There is no point in sitting and grieving. Getting on with it is the only way to live another day. Just keep moving. But now I am going under the story. What lies beneath in the upside down world is darkness. My bones are broken. My nose and cheekbone are broken. I was used as a sexual anesthetic for a sick man's pain, and my mother stood by and allowed anything at all. Anything at all. And now I am connecting with her. I see her, the 18-month-old, the 3-year-old, the 7-year-old, and for the first time in my life, I am not afraid that feeling compassion for her will somehow kill me. The big journey right now is to understand how absolutely terrified I have been most of my life. Because I am strong enough now, I can see how important it is for my future that I feel into the past. And underneath it all is the chaos, the terror, the sense that if I did the wrong thing, he would kill me this time. The habit of mind of constant conflict that I hold at all times of my day is to ask the question, what should I have done? Did I just make a mistake? Was that a wrong choice? I can never be sure because I was dealing with an adult with multiple personality disorder. What would please one being would enrage another. My patterns, my coping system, my rigorous guarding of my boundaries make complete sense to me now. And as I grow down into the dark underneath, I see how it has created a field of energy that has flowed out into my life. But now, I have someone with me to protect me, and it is me. Gratitude for the journey.